The West Coast continues on this hot streak. What is good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape Muff. If you are rocking with this content, go ahead and smash that like button up for your boy. Also subscribe if you haven't. But today, I'm gonna hit y'all with my thoughts on this new project from JasonMartin and DJ Quik entitled Chupacabra. So this is like the first time I've actually reviewed anything from both Problem and DJ Quik. Now, obviously, DJ Quik is a producer legend who is super underrated. He's just a slept-on rapper and producer in general. He's a true pioneer of West Coast hip-hop. I mean, the man deserves all his flowers for being such a well-respected musician across the board. And JasonMartin, the artist formerly known as Problem, has been putting out projects since the 2010s, representing Compton to the fullest, and he serves as one of the more contemporary voices coming out of that city. I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about that name change thing, though, with JasonMartin, but I understand he's trying to level up and mature. I get it. Now, both Quik and JasonMartin have been collaborating since their Rosecrans project, the first one back in 2016, but it has been some years since they have worked together. I believe 7. But that brings us right into this new project, Chupacabra. It contains 17 songs lasting approximately 47 minutes. Now, to be clear, not all the production is handled by DJ Quik. Additional beats come from JasonMartin himself, London Drugs, Rodney O, Thundercat, Channel Tres, Dominique Sanders, and Kaytranada. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with that track-by-track breakdown. The opener, Chupacabra, features the game, and it's backed by some nocturnal keys, kicks, and snares. It's actually JasonMartin on the production, and he opens up the first part of his verse interpolating the same rhyme scheme Jay-Z used on 22 Twos. It's a solid verse overall, and some noteworthy bars were: still no time to relax now, cause dudes as hungry as 50 Cent recording Wanksta and back down, and stay away from dudes that got more excuses than lawyers. The Game has a cool performance as well. Some lines from The Game were: my attitude be like a Negro spiritual, New York dudes be like how them Compton dudes lyrical. So as a whole, solid opening track that had that eerie cinematic feel. Track 2, Darn and Spruce, has a crisp, groovy beat from DJ Quik that uses the same sample from No More Parties in LA, and it ended up being one of the standout beats. There are some dope melodies on the hook, and Problem came through with a solid performance, talking about how he and Quik are bringing that feeling similar to how Snoop and Dre did back in the day. Track 3, Easy Call, is just oozing in that mid-90s West Coast nostalgia. It's an homage track to Eazy-E, produced by Quik, which samples his own Hearts of Men that he did for Pac back in 95. So you will hear those classic horns from the track. You love to hear it, you love to see it. This features Big Hit as well as Game on the hook and a verse from Quik. Yeah, this is one of the highlights from the project that personifies that classic West Coast aesthetic. Quik and company were in their bag for sure. This is followed up by a cold ass two-step, another great moment on the project where we get a funky dance track produced by Quik that features The Game and the legendary Sugar Free. It has a definitive DJ Quik beat. The Game, he does his thing on the hook, and Sugar Free had a Mac-ish verse as expected. Yeah, it's just an all-around feel-good dance record. Right after is Meet the Whoops, and it has a low-key boom-bap beat supplied by Quik. That's one of the standouts. There is that mid-tempo head-nodding quality to the production, and we get some grimy vocals from Meet the Whoops, who I never heard of until now. But yeah, altogether, dope track. That was smooth but rugged at the same time. Things mellow out a bit on this following song, She's Not Around Part 2, featuring The Game. It is a Game solo, and it's got a drumless soul sample from London Drugs, and The Game cleverly works the She's Not Around sample into his verses. All in all, you know, this was a solid song where The Game does show the love he has for his mom. Then there is Gerbs and Youngs with Larry June and Jay Worthy, and it's produced by JasonMartin, who laces them with a funky, laid-back groove. This well suited for these two to give you those smooth player bars. Overall, solid song. Nothing crazy, but a vibe that you would expect from both Larry June and Worthy. Problem and Quik do turn up the temperature quite a bit with the next song, Workout, featuring DJ Quik and Lil Jon. It's a high energy slapper that samples Rodney O and Joe Cooley, so you already know those late 80s West Coast vibes are in full effect. At the moment, it seems that you can do no wrong sampling from Rodney O and Joe Cooley, especially after the success of that Like That single. Immediately after is Chupa's Groove, which is just an instrumental interlude produced by both Channel Tres and Thundercat, two Compton artists, and it just captures a cool, fly vibe. This then leads into Two Hot Waves, produced by Quik, which features Wiz Khalifa, Channel Tres, Free Nationals, and George Clinton. Now, it's a breezy, lush, and experimental track that blends elements of pop and funk. Overall, it's a sunny track that I didn't mind, but at the same time, I don't have it as a favorite. Something about the Wiz feature kind of bugged me. The subsequent track, Fresh White Tea, produced by JasonMartin, it also had a summertime pool party feel. Altogether, it's another smooth plush track that I don't have as a favorite as well, but it's not bad. Immediately after is a Quik Message, produced by Quik, featuring Quik on the vocals, as well as Drama doing his talking at the end. Here we have a bright piano riff that feels like vintage Quik, and he has a dope bar heavy verse. Just wish it was longer, but I get it. It's a Quik Message. Track 13, Since I Was Lil, is a posse cut featuring Bun B, Curren, and J Worthy, produced by JasonMartin, who gives us a mixture of some G-Funk and that dirty South trill. I feel like everyone came correct on this record, and it's just the definition of a cool mid-tempo track. After this is Money, Cars, and Guns, a Dom Kennedy solo set to a slower version of the Chupa's Groove sample on track 9. So obviously Dom Kennedy thought this beat was so hard that he took a sample from the track they already made for the album. I'm not knocking it though, because he did slide, and he sounded hungry enough. It was just really short. Track 15 is Ayo, which has a cheerful dance beat from Kaytranada that is a complete vibe as expected. You know, Kaytranada seems to have a pretty winning formula with these wavy dance grooves as of late, and I can't knock it. Second and last song is Ditto, featuring Cee-Lo Green, Shiro, and J Worthy. And here we have a soulful, bluesy backdrop from Worthy, JasonMartin, and Dominique Sanders. Now, it's a decent relationship track with some gorgeous crooning from Cee-Lo and guests. So as a whole, it's a very chill track that I didn't mind at all. Then the album wraps up with Soul Circus Chupacabra outro, featuring Ab-Soul. It's an Ab-Soul solo. And there's a drumless orchestral sample from Quik that was psychedelic, and Ab-Soul really bodies it with some of his sharp, mind-bending imagery. So overall, I'm gonna give this project a rating of a 3.5 to 4 mics. It was good to see DJ Quik rejuvenated on the production front, and he hasn't lost a step vocally. And while I feel JasonMartin and the other producers did a decent job, it was DJ Quik who was the star on the instrumental front, in my opinion. That being said, it didn't really feel like a DJ Quik and Problem project though. Rather, it did give off a record label compilation vibes, which was cool. And in this case, you could say it felt like a compilation album featuring Compton artists, just everything about the CPT. Yeah, there was an eclectic batch of records, a mixture between nostalgic and contemporary sounds on display, and you had some smooth, summery jams that you could ride out to. The only real drawback was that some of the tracks didn't really feel fleshed out fully, but I would still view this as another very solid West Coast album that has dropped in recent months. My favorite tracks include Durn and Spruce, Easy Call, Cold Ass Two-Step, Meet the Whoops, Workout, A Quik Message, Since I Was Lil, and Soul Circus. But let me know what you thought about this project in the comment section. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out. As always, it's peace and blessings. JasonMartin, Problem, DJ Quik, Chupacabra, 1.